Hi everyone, I'm Whitney and I post tutorials here on my channel to help sewers of all skill levels learn new projects and techniques. This week I'm going to be showing how to make a lined drawstring bag. They only take about 30 minutes to make, so they are super easy, but they have so many uses from gift giving to organization. So grab some fabrics from your stash and let's get started. You will need 2 pieces of fabric for the bag outer and 2 for the bag lining. I've actually made these bags in a couple of different sizes, so I'll have all of those measurements listed out on my website. You can go over there and decide which size bag is best for you, and just click the first link down in the description box to find that post. Start by laying each set of pieces right sides together, lining up all the edges. Sew both long sides and the bottom for the outer fabric with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. For the lining, leave a small opening in one of the sides to turn the bag through. Turn the outer fabric right sides out. Then place it inside the lining right sides together so the side seams and top edge line up. Clip the 2 pieces together and sew around the entire top edge. Reach in through the opening in the lining and turn everything out to the right side. Make sure the seam allowances are turned in toward the inside and sew a line of stitching to close up the opening. Push the lining down into the bag and smooth out the top edge as much as possible. Give it a press with the iron so it looks extra nice. Then sew a top stitch around the upper edge. Turn the top of the bag inside out and use a ruler and marking tool to draw a line 2 inches from the top edge. Then draw another line 3/4 of an inch lower than the first. Sew along both drawn lines, back stitching where the stitching crosses each side seam. I found it easiest to sew by turning the bag back to the right side and placing the lower side under the presser foot. The other edge is above and I don't accidentally end up sewing the front to the back. You can see the back stitching here at each seam intersection. This is because we are going to carefully unstitch the stitches from the bag sides to insert the drawstrings. I used a very small pair of pointed scissors, but you can also use a seam ripper. Just make sure to only unstitch the bag sides and not cross the parallel lines where you did the back stitching. Use a safety pin to help feed ribbon into the casing formed by the stitching lines, and back out through the same opening. Ribbon in 1/2 inch or 5/8 inch widths are best. Leave a few extra inches on each end, tie a knot, and carefully use a lighter to singe the ribbon so it won't fray. Or use fray check if you aren't comfortable with a lighter. When you add the second ribbon, you'll have to work with it a little to get it around the first one. Here's how the bags turned out. They are so simple to make, but they look so nice. The smaller bag shown in the tutorial holds a pint-sized mason jar, so I actually put a jar of homemade apple butter in it, which would make an awesome housewarming gift or a hostess gift if you go to a party. The larger size bag will hold a quart-sized mason jar, or you can use it for lots of other things, such as storing your computer cables, your phone cables, all of that sort of thing, or just any use that you need a drawstring bag for. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button down below and share the video because it does help my channel out a lot. And also make sure you're subscribed by clicking my picture right down there. And until next time, happy sewing.